comics here, and we cracked 4K for Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. We're on a steady grind, and this is pretty much embodies, everything in what I do. It's always we grind it out. It's never, never a quick fix, but that's part of the game. You go in and you do your best, and you hopefully come away with the prize. So hopefully we can reach the 15K. We got 4K, which is really nice. Now we just need 11 more K. We're at 40 something days, so we're still good. We just got to keep on trucking through. But what we're gonna do here is I had a comment in one of my videos. Someone wanted to see like the process of, how we go to the script to the inks, the colors, what have you. So I did a little tweet about it, and I'll just use this as like a launch point. So basically, we'll look straight at the script, right, and then we'll come back to it. So here's my little 3-page script. This script was just like, this was literally our pitch to Indiegogo, like, or just, our pitch for Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. Sebastian came up with an idea of, instead of doing the first 3 pages of the book, or instead of doing 3 random pages, which maybe we maybe we should have done just to show more action, I guess. But we wanted to also show like a little standalone story, where you can see the characters, you can get a feel for the universe. Because again, this is like, it's an anthropomorphic, tale. It's set in like a distant, faraway galaxy. So, we wanted to create that vibe. So here we have it here, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, 3-page short. Okay, so this was our pitch. So basically when I write, I'm very free. I like to give the artist a lot of freedom. Because when I select an artist, I kind of trust their vision, and I want to give them, like, I want them to be invested in the project. And if we can't get to that point, then that's when maybe if there's an artist that maybe I don't feel like, not that he's up to the caliber, or maybe I just want to direct in more scenes, I'll add more details. I'll be more specific. But me and Sebastian, we have a great chemistry, and we built that through Lair, and we know each other pretty well. So, when I write my script, I say 5 panels. It could be 4 panels. It could be 6 panels. I just try to keep my panels really short, between 4 to 5 panels at most. Now, in some cases, depending on how the story's going, you can add a lot more panels in there at your discretion, because again, you're cutting a lot of the action, but it can work. Again, depending on what you're going for, and depending on the panel descriptions. Maybe it's a super extreme close-up of like a thumb, or like then the backside, and then it's like of the knuckles, then the hand. Like, there's ways you can do that. And of course, it's all on the artist as well, and the chemistry you guys have. So for this particular, for what we're doing, page 1, I'm just looking at the first panel. That because I just want to start from the panel. A picture's worth 1,000 words. So's a panel, right? Just one panel. And with Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, it's going to be a 9.5 by 11.5 book. It's going to be really huge. It's going to be really big. It's going to be like, I want to give that cinematic feel through the comic book. I want to have like where you open it up, like the panels are huge. Like it is like you're getting lost in this world. I feel like the standard comic size, it's great. And for Lair, it was pretty good, but that's traditional. I'm of the mindset where, bigger is better, at least for me. And especially with visual medium, I want bigger panels. I want bigger pictures. I want to get lost in the experience. And a comic book, a graphic novel could really take you as close as you can to that cinematic feel of a movie. Like it could feel like a movie. Seriously. It's a blueprint anyway for a movie or for a film. That's how I view graphic novels. So with this particular one, so panel 1, and this is where I'm going with it. I'm like, hey, it's our opening shot. I'm establishing that this is something different. We're in a different place. I want to get this vibe. So I got distant panoramic angle on a stage displaying the burning rose ship. A hummingbird presenter is talking about the ship. and I keep it very basic and simple because I want Sebastian to have I want him to just create stuff. I could be like, a certain type of stage. I could be like it's a certain platform. I could be like it's showing the burning rose from this type angle. No, no, I'm like it's panoramic. So guess what? We're gonna see it's huge, and the ship is pretty big, and it's on a stage now. Again, talking with, and this is where when you have a good relationship with the artist, you're always talking and stuff. So when me and Sebastian talked about the idea we had an idea for an auction for the burning rose. So that's why I didn't put like, that's why I didn't put like auction this. It's just like, cause we kind of knew about it again. So that's why I kept the descriptions really short. I'll do another video where we look at a layer script and where, he's going mainly by the script. But here we talked about it before. So then we got, Bash narration caption. Bash, he's just, he's one of our characters. He's one of our capybaras. He's our big muscle, our tank. And basically it's his caption. He's like, the galaxy is an endless void where danger lurks around every planet, moon, and burning star. And the difference between life and death is the ship you ride in. Then we got the hummingbird auctioneer. Might I add that the burning rose is comprised of hyperflex vanadium steel, which will automatically regenerate if the hull is ever pierced. Oh my, already 500 trillion? Another tasty tidbit, it doesn't generate heat signatures, which means it can't be fully detected by thermal radar. It is also capable of emitting transitional stealth camouflage. 600 trillion, right? So right here, we're just talking about things the burning rose can do. You're not going to see it in the pitch. You won't see it in the panel, obviously. But again, we're just trying to say like, hey, you're in the middle of something that's pretty big. Right when it opens up, it's like there's this auction going on. Things is going on. There's 500 trillion, 600 trillion, right? I'm talking about this burning rose, right? So let's go to the inks, right? Because after all that, we have the inks, right? Boom. And this is where Sebastian just nailed this. Again, this is beauty when you have a great artist, right? So basically, when in the preliminary stages, when I talked to Sebastian, it's like, hey, it's going to be an auction. It's going to be in this big stadium type auction, like a stadium. So again, that's a detail you didn't see in the script, but again, that's with me and him talking. So we kind of had all this preset. So boom, it's on the stage. It's big. Look how small the hummingbird guy. All you see is a little beak if you look really close enough, right? Like you would barely even tell. But again, he's on this platform. Like how big the burning rose ship is. We're giving you like this is something special. You got a little scenery back here, right? We have our little props here. It could be a microphone here. It just shows like this is a big place, right? And you got the shadows here on some of our anthropomorphic figures. And because when we talked about it, we're like, this is an auction where the shadiest people of the shadiest are coming here. So you can imagine all the stuff that gets auctioned off. So Sebastian did an amazing job with the lines, with the inks. It's amazing. Now, and even looking cool here, he had like one hand raised. That could have been the 500 million, bid. And could have been the 600 trillion bid, right? So now it comes to the next part. So basically, after we have our baseline, which is your script, and you have your panel, and as much description as you put or not, you could either handcuff the artist or you can let the artist do his thing, or you maybe want to have a certain thing. Maybe you want to handcuff your artist. Maybe you want to say, hey, listen, I really want, like if you're Alan Moore, right? He writes crazy super description. You're doing what he's going to put. In my case, I like to leave a little bit of freedom for the artist, a lot of freedom for the artist. I just like to leave them, unchained. And now if I get a rough and I'm looking at the rough layout, I'm like, you know what, let's add this. And then, okay, then we'll know, and then he'll add it. And then, okay. But here I loved everything. And this is, the fully inked version. You can see how this comes to life with just a simple description. If you got a good relationship with your artist, boom. Now here we go to where Tiago Barca comes in. He's our colorist. He's worked on The Few and the Cursed on Kickstarter, and he is a savant. He is a mastermind when it comes to colors. Boom. Look at this. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, this is a beauty right here. And we're just on one panel. We're not even getting to the words. We're not even getting to anything. But again, you can see the the scenery. You can see the colors. You can see how it brought to life. He got this like metallic hue going on. It shows like it's futuristic. It's a futuristic warehouse. It's just like it's taking you away. Um, and the beautiful color work we have on the Burning Rose, right? We have this like this like this flame like orange, the white racing stripes, the turbine. It just like it's a massive thing. It's like this huge blade in the front. Like it's something special, right? And so again, we had a lot of dialogue going in, right? We had a lot of dialogue, and that's where you have a good letterer come in, because the the letterer has to figure out where to place the dialogue at, right? How's he going to do it? How's he going to make it? And since it's like a panoramic view, I wanted it panoramic because I know it's going to have a lot of text coming in. So I could have easily wrote when I did the script, right? I could have easily wrote, one or two lines, but I had the narration, but here I had a couple of lines because I knew it's a panoramic angle. I knew it's going to be a lot of space to fill with some text, and I wanted that. I want to go for like that. I don't know if you guys, the Bronze Age, a comic books like in the 70s, like the 60s, right, where they had text everywhere. And some of these books, like even though they were text heavy, but they were still great, and they explained things, and you just got lost in the thought of what the characters were thinking. They described everything. They like, you knew what was going on. You felt everything. And I kind of wanted to bring that, at least with this 3-page pitch, just to show, hey, we can do that. And I just paying homage to people like Kirby, who created a lot of these awesome sci-fi stories that even still till now have a hold. So okay, so we got the colors right. Tiago Barca did an amazing job, and then right here we're gonna see the letterer go to work. Davison Manis, he's our letterer, and boom. And here we go. He plugged in the words, and here we got our caption. I mean, there's a choice in how you do this, right? He could have maybe had a longer rectangular box coming down here, but he opted for a square-like box. Everything is meticulous, even with lettering, and he didn't want to block too much of, we want to show the space, right? We want to show that, hey, even though we got some text going on, this is still we're in a huge place right here, stadium, where this is going on, this auction. And then here we got the word bubbles, right? So it's basically one long thing with one long kind of dialogue, right? Where it could easily be 3 separate balloons, but he got, he did it pretty good. And it's just showing everything about the Burning Rose. So this is just a little snippet of the process and putting, a top quality piece of comic book work out there. There's stages to it. There's layers to it. There's a lot that goes on. And with a good writer and artist connection, you're going to get some great stuff done right away, because we know each other. It gets to that point. And we feel it. So, guys, definitely back GROM if you can, like and subscribe. I'll do some more panel shots like this of some cool, interesting panels within the pitch, because we got some cool stuff in the pitch, and we'll look at it, because sometimes you you write things, and it's cool to see how it comes out, especially in the finished product. So anyway, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll probably do a little quick video on the way to work, which I always do, or while I'm driving within work. But yeah, guys, long live comics, and definitely please like and subscribe. He said, don't lie. Oh my gosh, that's Sebastian. He's commenting on my thing. He's trolling me. I gotta check this out. I don't know, sometimes people watching me. Anyway, guys, background. We gotta hook up Sebastian Navas. This dude is worthy of his services. He's a true master at his craft, and he's extremely humble. That's one thing you'll learn about Sebastian. He's a very humble dude, and one of the greatest artists I've had the pleasure of working with. So guys, definitely, let's see if we could get some GROM. Hopefully we can make that 15K and make this book happen. And if we can get there, Sebastian's going to have a lot more stuff to work on. He's going to have a lot more maybe some drawing videos, because I know we had a drawing video and someone commented on it. And I'm going to get back on that comment and I'm going to copy and paste it and send it to Sebastian, because Sebastian, they had some questions for you. And he's the master. He could answer that. I'm not too good with the art questions. I just write the scripts. I put what's on my brain on paper, and Sebastian takes what's in my brain on paper and he puts his brain to work and makes it come to life. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for checking the channel, and please be sure to back Galactic Rodents of Mayhem on Indiegogo. Thank you so much, guys. Peace. I'm smiling because he finished the pencils for page 3. So yeah, like I told you, we started work on Galactic Rodents of Mayhem already. We're so confident that we're still gonna work like this thing's getting funded. And if it doesn't, guess what? We'll have enough pages for a nice pitch, and someone's gonna pick this up. Something's gonna happen with Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. Believe me. And I just got a comment to Sebastian because, of course, he's a man. I can't wait to see it. He finished. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice reveal. Check my YouTube. Check Sebastian's Twitter. Check my Twitter. Follow us because we're always putting up little roughs, pencils, inks. And we're always throwing up content for Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. So definitely check it out. And on that note, guys, have a good night. It's late. I'm about to get something to eat. I always wait till the last minute. Sebastian already ate. He's gonna have a nice, good sleep. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have something new for you guys. Take care. Be safe. Later.